There have been a significant increase in alcohol-related offenses over the last 3 years in Spokane.
Mayor Lisa Brown proposes 2 new ordinances changing where you can buy alcohol downtown. Her push for a safer downtown core tonight.
It was a very windy day today. Things will be settling down this evening and overnight, but I'm tracking a series of storm systems that will continue to bring a mixture of rain and snow to the valleys and snow to the mountains through the holiday weekend.
I think you're going to see a team that's going to be playing with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and playing with a lot of love together.
Plus, the Cougs just 24 hours away from kicking off the Holiday Bowl. Sports Director Andrew Quinn is in San Diego giving you the full report. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Christian Garza. Mark and Whitney have the night off. Taking a live look over Snoqualmie Pass tonight, where drivers are having a much easier time getting to their destination. Less than 12 hours ago, heavy snow caused on and off closures all morning long for travelers. Meantime, high winds are tapering off around the inland northwest, but we're still dealing with heavy mountain snow. KREM 2 meteorologist Michelle Boss is live in the Weather Center with more tonight. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, yeah, snow will continue in the mountains, but we're going to get a little bit of a break from the rain here locally in the valleys and finally see those winds start to come down. But earlier today, look at some of the peak wind gusts from today. Spokane kind of up at the top there, 56 miles an hour. Next closest one, Pullman at 51 miles an hour. These are preliminary numbers for now. 53 miles per hour in the Tri-Cities, 43 miles an hour at Phelps Field in the Valley and Coeur d'Alene. Not too bad. Peak wind gust at 36 miles per hour. Right now, we're still seeing some pretty brisk sustained winds over 20 miles an hour in Spokane. But we'll see those numbers continue to go down. Peak winds right now about 30 miles per hour. So those peak wind gusts will go down as well. And we're starting to dry things out. As you can see, still some lingering rain showers across North Idaho and a little bit of light snow over the higher terrain in North Idaho. But we'll see most of that precipitation kind of winding down for the overnight hours before picking back up tomorrow because we have more active weather on the way, but very mild as you can imagine. If you were looking for snow this morning in Spokane, there was just a little bit out on the West Plains, I think out in Airway Heights and at least the Spokane Airport. Briefly, a little bit of snow at about 4 o'clock this morning, but of course none of it stuck around for long. We are seeing 40s all across the region, even some 50s at the 5 o'clock hour in South Central and Southeastern Washington. Short-term forecast shows quiet weather overnight, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures should stay above freezing, and guess what? Looks like by about 5 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have a chance to see more rain, maybe a little wet snow mixed in, but mainly rain again for Spokane with highs in the upper 30s, and then just wet weather for Saturday and Sunday, highs both days in the 40s.
Thank you, Michelle. And a reminder for folks heading out into the Idaho backcountry to be mindful of avalanches. According to the Idaho Panhandle Avalanche Center, the significant snowfall in this weather pattern are likely increasing avalanche conditions. For the latest condition, you can head to the Avalanche Center's website. And a Sandpoint man hit and killed by a car while chaining up his car on I-90 near Easton. Washington State Patrol says the man had gotten out of his car in the chain-up area along the shoulder of I-90 yesterday evening. That's when another driver lost control of his car, hitting and killing the man. WSP says the man was driving too fast for slick conditions in the area. In our effort to bring you more to every story, we asked WashDOT about how to stay safe as you chain up this winter. Everyone traveling through the mountains this time of year is required by law to carry chains. You're also required to pull over and put them on when told to by traffic enforcement signs. WashDOT says that when you enter one of those chain-up areas, to pull as far away from the road as possible before getting out. They also recommend wearing something to make sure that other drivers can see you.
If you have any sort of reflectivity tools or any sort of reflectivity gear that you can put out behind your vehicle to make you more visible, that's always recommended. You want to be able to be seen so that you can hopefully stay safe.
WashDOT also recommends drivers outside of their vehicles be aware to the changing conditions around them this time of year. They also say it's a good rule of thumb for drivers to be aware of their speed during winter conditions. New tonight, KREM 2 has learned that Pullman's police chief, Jake Opgenorth, has been placed on administrative leave. Pullman police did not confirm why Opgenorth was placed on leave, nor did they confirm how long the chief has been on leave. It's also unknown when or if he's expected to return. Opgenorth was named chief back in 2022 after 29 years with the department. Just hours ago, the mayor of Spokane announced 2 new ordinances focused on safety downtown. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy spoke with the mayor late this afternoon to learn more about the ordinances focused on alcohol and smoking purchases. Hey, Connor.
Well, Washington state law prohibits the selling of alcohol from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., but one of these ordinances would increase that time by 2 hours downtown starting at midnight. This is something Mayor Brown says is in response to what she says is a growing problem of alcohol-related offenses over the last several years in Spokane. Now, here's a map of the downtown district where the impact would be. You can see the alcohol-impacted areas in orange where the ordinances would be in effect. The boundaries extend from I-90 to the south to the Spokane River on the north to the University District to the east and Latah Creek to the west. Mayor Brown says the alcohol ordinance would be 6 months to study the effect and see if crimes related to alcohol decrease over that time. The second ordinance would require retailers who sell smoking-related items like pipes and individual foils having to provide Narcan. If they don't comply, these smoking items would be removed from their shelves. It's in an effort Mayor Brown says she believes will be a positive step for the city.
The goal is to have an effect on illegal crimes, garbage that's left downtown, and to increase public safety.
Brown says these ordinances would affect convenience store owners that sell both single-serving alcohol and smoking items. The mayor goes on to say retailers such as bars would not be affected by these ordinances. Mayor Brown also says this does not affect cannabis retailers either due to age restrictions in place. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Thank you, Connor. Well, a rise in chronic wasting disease has plagued our local deer population this year. Coming up next, we head to the experts on how they track the spread across the inland Northwest.
I know we're up against a very, 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 very good opponent.
But first, the Cougs are just 24 hours away from kickoff at the Holiday Bowl. Hear from the interim head coach next.